So this is the Elddis Affinity 540. I'm just going to take you around the van and show you how it works. Hitch up procedure we go through in person, on site, and explain how the IDC works also. Front locker, let me just grab the keys for that. Show you how this works. Sorry, on this side of the van actually we've got the wind down leg at the front here. Same on the opposite side of the van in the same place. Again, we'll show you how to put them up and down when you're here in person. Front locker, you've got your gas locker with your regulator on the front of the van. The vans do not come supplied with gas pipe work. You have to purchase them at a charge of £15. Water pump in the front of the van, and also your leg winder or wheel brace at the top there. To connect your water pump, you take the water pump around to this side of the van. The water pump drops into your aquaroll. So the water pump goes in the side of the van, as you can see, and then pushes into place and locks down with the cap cover on top. To pull it back out, simply pull towards you and it will release it from the side of the van. Wind down legs, again on this wind down leg down the side. Nice and easy to use. We've then got fridge vents on this side of the caravan. The wheel nuts, which we'll talk on site when you're here, and we'll show you how or give you the tightness of them before you leave site. Grey wastewater pipes, so the grey pipes that are supplied as part of a startup pack, or what you may already have from your part exchange, come out the side of the van and into your waste master. You've then got your toilet cassette at the back of the van. So this takes 3.5 litres of water and a cap full of the pink fluid. Then at the bottom, let's open this up, you've got your waste cassette, which releases by pulling up the catch and pulls towards you. The neck here is the empty spout, and you'd put 1 litre of water in here and a cap full of the blue fluid. On the back of the caravan, again, you've got your wind down legs on either side. And come back around to the other side again. Underbed storage, so that's the locker to go underneath the bed at the rear of the van. Wheels, as I said, we'll talk while you're here on site. Then you've got your battery box with your quick release connections in there, and also your mains power lead that connects to the power point over on the side there. In the locker here, again, you've got your storage locker for underneath the bed. At the front of the van, you've got your barbecue gas point that connects to the gas bottle in the front of the van. Go inside the van now. So up on the wall as you come in, you have your mains power switch for the whole caravan. So as you can see, when I hit that switch off, it turns off all the power inside. You've got your light switches, external and internal. You've got your water pump run. Now to fill the water system, you come over to the taps, open them up on the hot side, and that includes the one in the bathroom as well. That includes the sink in the bathroom and the shower in the bathroom also. You'll then come underneath the seat at the front of the caravan to where the drain down valve is. Now if you've done caravanning before, you'll be used to this switch. If you haven't, then the drain down valve is very simply the valve that drains down the water system. So at the moment, as you can see when it's in this position, you can actually fill the onboard water, the heated hot water tank, which is this tank here. However, if I open that up, it will let the water straight through and down through the bottom of the caravan. So essentially it's the drain down valve, so you can empty the water system out. And that's what we mean during the handover by draining down. So like I said, you'd lift that valve upright to do that. To fill the system, like I said, you'd leave the taps open on the hot side. You'd then, obviously with your aquaroll connected on the outside of the van, you'd then turn on your water pump run. The light would go yellow or green here, sorry. And so say your pump is running, then eventually you'd get water coming out the taps on board the caravan, which at the moment I'm not sure how much water's in the system. Not a great deal. So when the water pump's on, it'd fill that system, and when the water is continuously running out of the taps, you can then shut each tap down, and you'd be able to then go to the water heating. So the water heating is controlled on this panel up here, which is the Aldi control panel. You press store reset to go into the options. And then as you can see here, it's flashing off at the moment, so you'd need to turn the control panel on. Then you use the arrows to come across to the right hand side, which control the temperature of the caravan. So the thermometer is the internal temperature of the caravan. I'm going to turn that down for now because it's quite warm outside today. I'm sure we won't want that as hot as that. As you can see, the maximum setting was 30 and the minimum 5. Come across to the right, you've then got your option. The tap symbol here is the option to turn on the hot water heating, or the water heater, sorry. So you'd press on, and when that comes to on, it will start warming the water that's in the hot water tank underneath the seat. Turn it off, again you go back to the off. Come across to the right again, you've got a flame symbol here. Now that's your option to run on gas on the caravan. So if you haven't got an electrical hookup, you can run the caravan on gas. And to ignite that, you simply hit on. It will self-ignite, and if it fails to ignite, it will come up with gas fail on this screen between here. If it doesn't, then it will just go on, and that flashing light there will go to solid. I'm going to turn that off for now. Next one across is the amount of power coming to the caravan for your heating and hot water use. So for instance, on a Truma system, you've got 500, 1000 and 2000 watts of power available. On this particular van, it's slightly different. You've got 1, 2 or 3 kilowatts of power. Now if you're on a site with minimal power, you'd use the 1 kilowatt. If you're on a site with more available, you'd go up to the 2 or 3. Down the bottom here, you have got some other options, and what we advise you do is with these ones is read the manual to get them set up, how you need them setting up. You don't have to use the bottom row at all. You can just use the control panel as I've just demonstrated from there up, and that will be more than sufficient to run the heating and hot water system on board the van. Microwave, fairly self-explanatory. Start, stop, clear, a bit like your household one, and then the numbers above 1, 10, 10 seconds, etc. to set the timers. Coming into the bathroom itself, shower works like your household. Toilet, you have an electric flush, and your grey waste flap at the bottom. So you can open up the waste flap to allow the waste to go through into the cassette underneath. Sink, etc., as you'd expect to see with your household, tap on, tap off. The only other thing to remember about the bathroom, or in the bathroom, is the toilet cassette itself. When you are emptying the waste cassette from underneath the caravan, the toilet will need to be coming straight across the caravan, so it's pointing towards the shower unit. On top, the little light that you see there, that will actually illuminate red, the little cassette symbol here, when the cassette underneath the van is full, or the toilet waste cassette is full, and it will illuminate red, as I said. Cooker and hob works very much the same as your household unit, no different at all. You just need to remember, when you are trying to use the gas system on the oven or grill, you need to make sure the lid is completely open. And if you don't get gas through the first time, leave the gas tap open for a second with the igniter running, which is just down the front here. Keep the igniter going, and eventually you'll get gas coming through. Also, if any other component on board the caravan doesn't ignite on gas straight away, we do advise that you go to the cooker and bleed the system from the hob first. So on the fridge, you've got power on. As you can see, green light has come on to let me know the power is coming through to the fridge. At the moment, it's trying to self-ignite on gas. If it fails to ignite on gas, again, you'd go to the hob and bleed the hob off. If it did fail to ignite, it'd flash the lights here and it'd come up with a warning light this end, which is red, to let you know it has failed to ignite. To control the temperature on gas, you'll press and hold the power button. As you can see, it's asking me to select at the moment what power supply I'm wanting, so I'd hit the grey button here, and then it'll give me the option to change the temperature of the fridge. And then again, to set the temperature, you hit the grey button, and that is the temperature and power supply selected. To change over to 12 volt battery, for instance, when you're towing down the road, again you'll use the arrows. You'll come across to the battery symbol and you'll hit the grey button. At this point, the temperature that you see flashing at the moment is completely irrelevant, because the fridge just works as a cool box. But again, to set it, hit the grey button, and that will set the power supply. To select the 240 mains, again, you'll wait for the light to start flashing after you press and held the grey button. You can then come across to your 240 mains, and then you can select the power supply again and the temperature. turn the fridge off, press and hold the power button, and the fridge will turn itself off. Backed up to the main control panel, you've got your voltmeter here, as you can see. So at the moment it's at 13.6 volts. Turn the water pump off for now, but if you had any further questions on this complete control area, please do give us a call here at the Caravan Company. And if you do have any other questions regarding the caravan in general, please do give us a call here at the Caravan Company, and we'll do all we can to assist you on the phone. Thank you very much. Bye bye.